am I? What am I? What is human consciousness? What is our true identity? And how can we reconnect with our true or higher self? Let us explore this first.
When we look into the mirror, we see our face simply reflecting back to us. Our mirror reflection shows us only the outside. Like what we see in life, it's not necessarily the whole truth. To understand ourselves fully, we need to look within. Spirituality makes us aware of two parts of ourselves. One is our body, and the other, subtle and invisible part, is our being. Our body is visible and obvious, but our being is an incognito power, a soul, invisible to the eye and little understood. Rajyoga defines it as a tiny luminous energy point. It's the animating force of life that moves our bodies. Most human problems exist because we forget our inner selves. We just stay in the outer world of reflections and insubstantial mirages. When we are aware of our spiritual identity, it changes our perception and we see things and people differently. When we see the soul, we are blind to the vision of caste, culture, language, or nationality. We don't see Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Chinese, European, or African. We see only spiritual beings, brothers and sisters of the human family. We enter into the quiet peace and clarity of Rajyoga, and meditation shows us the truth of this, and it changes everything. Seeing the beauty and power of the soul awakens all the qualities and virtues. The colors of the self come alive. Peace, love, happiness, and the feeling of fortune flow into our consciousness. They are no longer beyond our reach, but the tangible and real nature of each of us. Throughout the day, take moments to remember and feel again what it's like simply just to be a pure and peaceful soul.
आत्मा
संतान हूँ, मैं आत्मा हूँ, मैं आत्मा हूँ, मैं आत्मा हूँ। आनंद में झूमूं गाऊं, अतीन्द्रिय सुख बरसाऊं, परम आनंद का खजाना हूँ, मैं आत्मा हूँ, मैं आत्मा हूँ, मैं आत्मा हूँ। प्रेम रूप मेरा न्यारा, पिता प्रेम सागर प्यारा, स्नेह के रत्नों की खान हूँ, मैं आत्मा हूँ, मैं आत्मा हूँ, मैं आत्मा हूँ। पवित्रता में मैं सरताज, मेरे घर में पावन राज, पावन पिता की मैं आन हूँ, मैं आत्मा हूँ, मैं आत्मा हूँ, मैं आत्मा हूँ। शक्ति भरा हर गुण मेरा, शक्ति भरे घर में बसेरा, शक्ति सागर की पहचान हूँ, मैं आत्मा हूँ, मैं आत्मा हूँ, मैं आत्मा हूँ। मुझ में भरे हैं गुण अपार, गुण सागर ने किया श्रृंगार, गुणों का मैं करती दान हूँ, मैं आत्मा 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 हूँ।
Shanti, you all are most welcome, welcome, and welcome. So, today we are going to start a session which topic is uh, realization of our true self. So, who we are, we will know today. So, first of all, uh, just a second, I will share screen. Just a second. Yeah, 1 second. So, today's session, who we are, realization of ourself. So, first of all, what is the puzzle or what is the riddle of our life which we couldn't solve till today? What is that puzzle? Who am I? Right? Till today, no any scientist, not any person who is very much scholar or too much learned, but he couldn't solve this puzzle, that who am I? When they go or when they leave their body, they go empty without solving this puzzle. Now, I ask you one question. If anyone know, they can raise hand. Which are two words which we recite whole day too much? Which are two words? Anyone know? Which two words we pronounce this too much whole day? Which? So that word is first me and second mine. Me and mine. We pronounce during the day many times. But do we know who am I? Whether me or I and mine. These two words we pronounce whole day. Either me or I or my or mine. These two words we pronounce too much, but we don't know who am I? What is mine? So, what is the need of realizing ourselves? Why we should know ourselves, who we are? So, we will discuss one thing, which is the custom of India. I don't know whether it's following in foreign countries or not, but it's proper custom of India. So, what is that custom? When a baby born, the people draw a om. Om means it's a one shape. Om. So when you will Google Om, so you will see one shape. So when baby born, people draw Om by honey on their tongue. When the child grows, we ask them who you are. He doesn't know. He or she, the child grows, but he doesn't know. He or she doesn't know who they are. If we ask them what is the meaning of Om, they don't know. Even they grows, they get old, they leave body, but they don't know the meaning of Om. But it should be known, huh? Why? Because the first thing when the baby born, the symbol was drawn on their tongue. So it's important to know what is Om. So what is Om? Who am I? So from many years, what we are thinking, we are not that. So what we was thinking from childhood till now, we was thinking that we are body, but we are not body. So who we are? We are soul. What is the meaning of soul? Soul means energy, means light. So throughout the day, you can note that we always say, I'm seeing through eyes, I'm talking through mouth, right? I'm hearing through my ears. We never say I ear listening. We never say me body listening. We say I am listening by this body. This is my body. We don't say I am body. This is my body. That means that this is my body. I am different from it. So who am I? So I am soul. Or we can say we are energy. We are we are spiritual being. Spiritual being means if we are following God and we know them and we know ourselves, that means we are spiritual being. But even if we are spiritual or not, but we are living energy, right? So what happens if we are walking and small prick irritates us, what we feel? We feel pain. Sorry, what I wanted to say, I said wrong. What happens if we are walking? A small pinch pricks us. So what we feel? We feel pain. What happens we are cooking a meal and we grab our last finger on hot pot? What happens? We feel that we are burning. We feel pain, right? But we are feeling this thing. But if a person or any soul leaves the body, and in India, in all countries, I don't know, but in India, people burn their body, right? In fire. But the dead body feels a pain? Never. If any accident happens, or any murder, or any wrong thing happens, then post-mortem also can be done. The body many times used to cut into pieces, but the dead body feels the pain? No, never. Why? Why we don't feel pain? Because who feels the pain, the energy, the soul has left that body. So we don't feel. So who is feeling this energy? The soul, the energy which in our body, the energy feels pain through body. So who we are? We are not body which is looking, which is visible. We are the supreme being. Sorry, we are this energy, we are the soul which is not visible. We can't see through these eyes, but we can feel. We can feel in our karma, right? So you all are aware when our loved one or our beloved who are talking till now, when we talk with them, they reply, right? If I ask anything to you, you all will reply if you know, but you will not reply when you don't know. But still, if you can't talk, you can hand raise, you can write in chat box. So you are living energy, you respond when necessary. But when someone leaves the body, you ask her, you ask him question, or you tell him to stand up. Will they stand up? Is it possible? No, they don't respond. Even we love too much them, but they don't respond. If I tell all of you, let's stand up your hands, right? All are able to stand up, right? Even if I'm saying to you, my hand raised first, right? So when we tell to stand up their hands, people stand up. But after leaving body, they are too dear to us, but they don't reply us. So what was the energy who left the body? So after leaving that body, he don't respond. That energy have power to move this body forever. But if it leaves, that body can't move from here to there. So people gather and lift their body. If the soul, the energy is within us, then the people do lot of works like worship, prayer, and lot of good works. But if the energy, the soul leaves the body, people, what say people? people feel that dead body is impure, what they say? Please do rituals of this body, right? So, what is the value of this body if soul leaves the body? No value. So, when soul and body together, there is value. If soul leaves the body, there is no value of body. So, who we are? If I ask all of you, introduce yourself. Anyone ready to introduce? Just hand your raise. No one? Who you are? Yeah, Cheshta sister will introduce herself. Yes, sister, you can unmute yourself.
Om Shanti, I am a soul
Okay.
and my name is Cheshtha. And the name of the soul is Cheshtha.
And anyone else? Sister, only this is your introduction? Very short? Yeah, you can unmute. Yeah, you can unmute now.
Yes, sister.
Okay. So, you given your introduction by listening this session. Before that, you were used to say that my name is Chestra, right? Today you corrected yourself. Am I right? So when we introduce ourselves, so what should be our introduction? I will correct Cheshta sister. She said, I am Saul. My name is Cheshta. Then she said, my soul name is Cheshta. So actually, the name we introduce to others is my name. We say it's my name. But actually, who am I? I the pretty soul. So the soul has no name. Soul is soul. It's unique. It's energy. So it has no name. But the name is for our body. Cheshta is the name of body which we got in this birth. When we didn't get birth, we was already existed and we are already existing and we will be existed forever. So normally what we introduce ourselves, I will share my screen. Normally we tell others our name. What is my name? So actually the name of body, not soul. So whenever we give introduction, not I'm talking about in general world, but I'm talking about Brahma Kumaris. When we introduce ourselves, we always say that the name of this body is Cheshta, Rita, Andres, or whatever, right? So name of body, not the soul. So normally we introduce about, now we are talking about the world. Normally people introduce and say their name, their nationality, and the next they tell qualification, what they studied, and position, what they're doing in job or business or whatever, and religion, also gender, right? Why we need to clear about gender? Because many people, like I'm giving one example, like you, all of you, right? uh, all persons name are can be identified like they are male or female by name, but sometimes the name are same like brothers and sisters name. If no one show their video, we can't identify that he or she is brother or sister. Like we take that names like Anmol. It's also brother's name, it's also sister's name. So we can't identify. So people clarify, if they don't show their video, they clarify I'm brother or sister. So normally we introduce like this, but actually this is not my true identity. Why? Because this identity I got after taking this birth. But before taking this birth, I was also existed. So this is my identity of this body. That's why we are cutting it. We are not that. So what we are? So this is Hindi, but I will explain in English. So what we are? We are human being. But before that, we will discuss one more thing. Some people may heard about Socrates. What Socrates did? Socrates spread the knowledge of spirituality. But the people of their country didn't like that. So they told him, please stop this propaganda. So Socrates said, the life which I can't live on my way, I don't want to live that type of life. So there was fixed one time and poison was given to Socrates. After giving that poison, Socrates said, my legs are dead, but I'm still alive. The meaning of this thing is that not like the words, but the meaning of this thing, my legs are dead, but I'm still alive. The meaning of this, after some time, I will not be able to talk, but still I will be existed. So who will be existed? Body will be dead. So who will be existed? The soul, the energy will be existed. It can't be died. So we, the soul, are living energy forever. The body can be died, but soul can't be died. So who we are? We are living energy. One more thing we will discuss. Lot of people think, or lot of people have belief system of that the brain is everything, the soul is nothing. So is it true? Who agree that is it true? Soul is nothing and brain is everything. So we will clear this. Brain is part of our body. Brain is like a computer. People made computer, but computer can give a birth to new computer? No. But a human can create humans. But computer can't create new computer. And can computer run by itself? No. A person operates the computer. Without person, computer don't run by itself. So our brain is computer. Our brain gives the message to the body that there is pinch, which creating trouble in my leg. So the computer, the brain gives the message to leg or ourselves. But the brain can't give the message to our leg without soul. First, soul give the message to brain that legs have some problem with some pinch. So, brain is very, very important part of our body, but if there is no soul, the brain don't work. If any dead body, they also have a brain, but do the work? Any dead body's brain works? No. Why? Because the soul has left that body. So if the soul is in the body, the brain works, otherwise it don't work. So brain is also important, but soul is most important. The brain is gross energy, but the soul is subtle energy. So we all are human being. How the human being made from? So human beings means a body and soul, conscious soul, both together, it is called human being. So from which elements the body became? So body is became from 5 elements like earth, air, water. In second, I need to share a screen because I don't remember the name. So we human being, when in this body, when the soul enters source of unique light, then we become human being. So we made from which elements? It will be shared in the screen. So we are became from water, air, earth, fire, and space. Like, right? So you are not even this muscular skeleton body made of 5 elements, but you are, one second, you are soul who is master of the body, controller of 5 senses like ears, eyes, nose, tongue, and skin. So what is the role of these 5 elements in our body? We will discuss one by one. First of all, we all need air. Oxygen, we say oxygen. We all need? Yes. If we don't get oxygen, is there any option? Can we take carbon dioxide? Can we take nitrogen? No. We take out carbon dioxide, right? So oxygen is needed. No other option is no other option is available instead of oxygen, right? It's needed. And if we don't get, what happens? Either we will become weak, or we will become sick, or we will leave body. So that is need of our body. Second thing, we all need water. Can we live without water? No. Is there allowed to take its options like petrol, diesel? Is it okay to take it? No, we can't take it. We need water. Why? Because a body, 70 to 80% part of our body has become from water. So we need it. And how much water we drink? Can we decide I have to drink this water and that much water? No. We take 1 glass water, we drink it, but still if we are thirsty, then we take second glass. But we feel satisfied with half glass, we leave the water. Why? Because the internal level of water. When it balanced, we leave the water. So it is necessary to take a water. We can't live without it. Third thing, the earth, by which way we use the earth. The food which grown in earth, right? Grains, vegetables, fruits. It grows in earth and we take it. And our skin, it became from dust, or we can say earth. And space, what is the part of space? Our mouth has become from space by which we eat the food. And fifth part, fire, right? What is the role of fire? Our stomach, our tummy is inside like fire, which digests our food. So these 5 elements very, very necessary for us to take. Otherwise, we can't live the life. Either we will become sick or we will leave the body. So it's necessary. So next thing, one second. Next thing is we all are became from same elements, same properties. Still, and soul and energy is also same. But still, where we all are different. If anyone can on their video, we can see each other. We all are different. You can see no one's face match with others, right? So all we are different. Why we are different? We will discuss it after some time. But before that, we will discuss one more thing, that who we are, right? So our soul, or we soul, not our soul, we soul are a form of Sat Chit Anand Swarup. Sat means truth and Chit Anand Swarup means we are form of bliss, right? One more thing, we soul are Ajar, immortal, imperishable, right? Ajar means which can't get old. Immortal, which means which can't be died. And imperishable means no one created it and no one can vanish it. So this type of energy we are. So I will share one thing by screen. Just a second. Soul is eternal. Wind can't blow it. Water can't soak it. Sword can't cut it. And one thing, I can't explain it in English. Yeah, fire can't burn it. That type of energy we are, right? So one thing we will know by screen again, how we solve are. So we solve are like became from 3 faculties, or we can say I the soul, I am the 3 faculties. So the soul, when it thinks, it is called mind. When the soul decides anything or understand anything, it is called intellect. And when we do karma, So its impact, or we can say its impression, when we do karma, its effect can be imprinted in soul. It is called impressions. Its effect, either bad or good, it's imprinted on soul. It is called impressions. So what is mind? What we say for mind? You have listened lot of things for mind. Like, my mind is not good. It's sinful. It's bad. It's like fickle. It's run here and there. So always we have blamed our mind for bad things, right? But actually, our mind is not like that. Our mind is very much good thing, but we don't know the use of it. That's why we gave him bad titles. But actually, it's very good thing. Like, we will know that how our mind is very good. Like, many times you have heard that today, whatever I thought has become reality. Have you heard that? But our mind have that power, whatever we think, not one thing only, but whatever we think, everything can be reality. That power has to our mind. And one thing we will know again, we have heard that our mind, we use our mind only 1 or 2%. But the great scientists who used their mind only 2 or 3%, they used 1 or 2% more than us, and they become great scientists. So if they can use, can't we use? We also can use that energy we have, that potential we have, but we don't know how to use it. The mind has power to think, to visualize, to do what they desire. That energy, that potential the mind have. Now, we will discuss one more thing. The analysis done on mind. So what analysis done on mind? That if we think very less, very less, still we get 25 or 30 thoughts in mind in 1 minute. If we think less than 25 to 30, and in one day, thousands thoughts. But if we think more, lot of thoughts, unlimited thoughts come in our mind. So, which type of thoughts comes in our mind? We will discuss by screen. Sorry. So, just a second. 4 type of thoughts comes in our mind. First, positive thoughts. Positive thoughts means the thoughts in which we think to help others. The thought in which there is no selfishness. There is good things to help of others. So that type of thoughts are called positive thoughts. Next, necessary thoughts. What is necessary thoughts? When we think for our routine, we have to do this, we have to meet this, we have to go there, this and this and this we have to do, which is called necessary thoughts. Third, which is called negative thoughts. Negative thoughts means when we think for some selfishness, when we think for some evils, when we think for some weaknesses, or anything we think for bad, to give, to take revenge from anyone, to harm others, that all type of thoughts are called negative thoughts. Next thing, fourth type of thought, which is called waste thoughts. What is waste thoughts? Anyone know from this? What is waste thoughts? When we don't have any work to do with these hands. When I don't have any thought to think in my mind, then what our mind do? By default, it goes in past. That what it thought, what mind thought, when it goes in past, the mind thoughts, oh, perhaps I could do this. Oh, perhaps he could do like this. Why he did like this? He did wrong. I did wrong. I shouldn't do like this. So past and past and past. This and those which we couldn't do or anyone couldn't do, but we are thinking again and again and again. So what happens? Almost we regress. Almost we become sad, unhappy. So is there any benefit to think about past? Is there? Or we think about future, which is not possible to do it, but we are thinking. So is there any benefit to think about past, which was mistakes? Is it benefit? No, no benefit. Because we are wasting our energy, or we can say time, money, and energy. Three things we are wasting by thinking about past. Yeah, there is one benefit only by thinking past, that is that by taking lesson of past and teach ourselves that I have done this mistake, I will not repeat this mistake, and I will correct and change myself. So only one benefit, but we can take lesson by thinking once only. It's not necessary to think again and again, or chewing that thing again and again. So no benefit. If the cow chewing again and again, then cow has benefit. Her food can be digested. But if we thinking again and again, and if we chewing again and again, then we have no benefit. We are losing our energy. So no need to think again and again. So this four type of thoughts which comes in our mind. But if we analysis ourselves, which type of thoughts come in our mind maximum? Which type of thoughts? Anyone know that? Mostly we get maximum thought of waste thoughts. Second number, negative thoughts. Third, necessary, or we can say if we get necessary thoughts, they are also mixed with waste and negative. And the positive thoughts are negligible. Mostly no one get that type of thoughts. Mostly no one get. Very rarely people get that things. Get that thoughts. Right? So mostly the people who pray to God, they also have no positive feeling with God. They recall God when They need something with selfishness or for a deal. So if people have no thought, no positive feeling for God, then how we can expect people have good feelings for us? Can we expect? No. And one more thing we will know, why our mind is becoming weak. Why? Lot of people say that, sister, we want to think positive, but it's not coming. What we do? So why it's not coming? What is the reason of that? Because mostly when we wake up from morning, we give our mind negative things, like we start watching TV, we start reading newspaper, we start watching YouTube, or we use media, like we check status of others on WhatsApp, Facebook, Insta, Twitter, or whatever media is there available. So normally from morning we give our mind negative thoughts. Many people says, sister, we don't read full newspaper. We just read headlines. So is there no negative things in headlines? Many people says we read good, but good things comes in back pages. On front page, negative news is. So what we are giving input, that will become output. What we have read, listen, or see, what happens? Our mouth act accordingly. Better it speaks better words. That's why our mind is becoming weak. What happens if our body becomes weak? All are experienced. All are healthy. Just raise your hands. All are healthy. Anyone is there sick? Who are sick in this meeting? First me. And anyone else? No? All are healthy? Mostly, we all know when body becomes sick or weak. We know what happens? We feel weakness, we feel tiredness, we feel fever. And if we go to a doctor, what he will say? He will say, you have a fever, you have a virus effect. Just eat and drink good and healthy things and take multivitamins. You will be okay. Says, doctor says like that? Yes. And if we come home, we take multivitamins tablets, we eat healthy, we drink healthy. What happens? We become strong. Our sickness goes. So this is the sign of body becomes weak. So what is the sign? If mind becomes weak, what is the sign? What we say? We say that we had very much good memory power earlier, but now we got a sickness of forgetfulness. Where I kept my things, I forgot where I kept. This is sign of our mind is weak. And one more thing, when people say a small thing, we start irritating on them. We immediately get anger on them. We react. We can't tolerate their behavior. So it is sign of weakness of our mind. So what happens if our mind becomes weak? we can't take decisions, and we go to others. What should I do? If they guide us or they advise us, we do accordingly. And if the work is spoiled or any bad consequence comes, so other people's tells us, how could you do this? You didn't think about it. Where was your mind goes? You didn't understand such a small thing. Then what we say is, this is not a miracle of my mind. This is a miracle of this or this person's mind. So that person tells us, but why you done according to his saying or her saying? Where was your mind go? Then what we say? We don't say that my mind has become weak, that's why I taken advice for him. We don't say that. We blame others that I taken advice of that or that person. So this is a miracle of their mind. We blame others. We don't accept my mind become weak. That's why I taken his advice. So first we need to understand ourselves. What the weak mind gives the advice to other big weak mind? All people are weak mind today. So what they give advice? They can't give right advice to us. So this is a symbol of our weaknesses. This is a symbol of our weak mind. So how can the weak mind be a strong mind? How? So there is a one option only. We need to change the thinking of our thoughts. Change the pattern of our thoughts. We need to make our mind positive and necessary from negative and waste. We have to remove that negative and waste thoughts. Then we can become however we want. That's why it is said, as you think, so you become. Right? So we need to change our thinking. Then we can change everything. So many people say, what is the meaning of life? What is the meaning of life? Just eat, drink, enjoy, have fun. Is it? Is it the meaning of life? No, it's not. And many people ask, what is the meaning of life? They don't know the meaning of life. So how to live life if we don't know the meaning of life? So the Rajyoga teaches us the meaning of life. Then you live life and experience the real satisfaction, the real contentment of self. So that is Rajyoga. The next faculty of our self is our intellect. Right? So mind does the work of thinking and intellect does the work of understanding and decide what we have to do. Right? So that is why it said, think, understand and do. We never heard think and do. Think, understand and do. That's why we need to understand what we have to do. If our mind is horse, so the intellect is controller. if our mind is baby, a child don't know what it has to think. But the intellect is mother. You all know that if a small child, a baby, cries, what people say? Give that child to her mom, it will be calmed down. And if we give, actually, the baby gets calmed down. So, our mind has no knowledge what I should think. So it runs, and runs. You all know when a kid when a kid start walking, he don't know where I have to walk. He walks in hall house. Even he reach till gate also. He don't know I don't have to go out of gate. Same our mind don't know what he have to think. But a mother know. If our mind runs too much, then we say, give this mind to the intellect. Intellect will calm down the mind. Many people says, why we can't take a decision on time? Why we can't take? Many people do. What they do? They think too much, and they don't understand and do the work. And work spoils, and later they understand, oh, I didn't understand that. So we need to think and we need to understand the consequence of doing it. Then we need to do the work. Then its result will be good always. But why our intellect doing a slow work? Why it can't take a decision on time? Because if we have to do one work, right? We have to decide one thing, but for that we thought 100 thoughts. So intellect will be come in influence of mind, and intellect can't take a decision on time because it's influenced. But if we have to do one work and we don't think too much, we think only 2-3 thoughts, so the work of intellect will be easy because the intellect will not be come in influence of mind. When intellect don't come in influence of mind, it takes a right decision. So what we have to do, if we need intellect do a proper work, we need to decrease quantity of our thoughts. We have to think less and get good result. So now the third part of our soul, the third faculty of our soul is impression. So what is impression? We have discussed earlier. When we do any work, either good or thing, either good or bad, the effect imprinted on our soul is called impressions, or we can say sanskars. Sanskar in spiritual language. So now we will discuss which one thing we have left behind. What? Why we all are different? Why? Because we all are different. Our karma are not with the others. Same with the others. Your karma, my karma are different. So how the karma, same the sanskars. And sanskars, however we have sanskar, same we have nature, right? So we can say sanskar or culture. As the sanskar, so the nature. And how we have nature, same we have features. Because no karma, no sanskar, no nature can be matched with others. So no features can be matched with others. That's why we all are different. Even the soul is same, even the five elements of body are same, but still we are different. If any mother have two child, so she says one is very good, one is obedient, and one is fickle. If we ask her why they are two are different, even you have given same sanskar, she says it's their sanskars. So what is their sanskars? We will see one by one. We have discussed about intellect. The last one we will discuss calculates. What the intellect calculates? If we have heard or we have read in newspaper a person who was coming late from office, any person kidnapped them and taken their all money. So if our husband, father, brother or son daily comes at 7:30 p.m. but today he didn't reach at home till 8:30 p.m. That what thought comes in our mind? Oh, anything bad must not happen, right? So why that thought came? Because in morning we have put input like murder or anything bad things we have read. So that type of thought comes in our intellect. So now we are talking, we will discuss only one sanskar today. Then we will finish today's lesson. Our eternal sanskars. What is our eternal sanskars? Peace, happiness. These are our eternal sanskars. When a child is sleeping, very small baby sleeping, when we see their face and in sleep he smiles, what we feel? We feel happiness. We attracted to him like a magnet. And what we say for that, for him or her? He is like a great soul. He is pure being. He is like a god. We say it's like that. Why we say like that? Because when baby is sleeping, he is radiating their pure sanskars. He is radiating their sanskar of peace, happiness, purity. So we all get attracted to him or her. So this is the gift of God when a soul comes to the earth from God's when a soul enters in the earth from God's house. So that is the God gift which the child radiates in the world. Just a second. So that is the God gift which we all take when we land to the earth and spread in the world. So this is our original sanskar, our eternal sanskar. Now today we are finishing this lesson. Tomorrow we will continue this lesson from where we have left now. Now I have unmuted all. If anyone have joined, have any question, can ask. Who have joined and don't know English, they can also ask in Hindi also, or can write in chat box also. Okay, no one have any question? Yeah, someone have unmuted.
हेलो
Yeah,
हम लोग ये कैसे सोच सकते हैं कि सोल जो है हमारे अंदर सोल है, हम जब मर जाते हैं तो सोल निकल जाती है, ये हम कैसे ऑथेंटिसिटी के साथ कैसे कह सकते हैं कि ये हमारी सिर्फ सोच नहीं है ऐसी?
नहीं साइंस ने प्रूव किया है, हम उसको
हम्म
आगे डिस्कस करने वाले हैं। साइंस ने भी
हम्म
इसको प्रूव किया है, हम आगे उसके बारे में डिस्कशन करने वाले हैं कल के लेसन में। तो
हम्म
वैसे एक तो प्रूफ है, सीधी सीधी बात है कि अभी अभी ये शरीर बात कर रहा है और थोड़ी देर में वो नहीं बात कर पाता है। तो इसका तो मतलब है ना कि कुछ तो अंदर है जो चला गया, जो नहीं बात कर पा रहा है।
हाँ,
तो ये
यही
तो
हम लोग सभी सोचते हैं। हाँ जी।
हाँ, तो ये तो एक थिंकिंग की बात है, बट मेडिकल साइंस ने प्रूव किया है, वो हम कल डिस्कशन करने वाले हैं।
ओके,
है ना?
ठीक है, थैंक यू।
थैंक यू। आपका गुड नेम सिस्टर?
मेरा नाम सतिंदर है।
अच्छा, ओके।
तो मेरे को बहुत डीपली इसके बारे में डिस्कस करना है जब आपका पूरा ये लेसन कंप्लीट हो जाएगा, क्योंकि
हाँ जी।
रिसेंटली मेरे को कोई इसी पे सर्च कर रही हूँ मैं,
अच्छा अच्छा,
स्कूल के बारे
ठीक है।
में।
हाँ जी हाँ जी।
तो अभी
तो
मैं पहले तो
कल भी आपको
कंप्लीट लेसन
क्लियर ना हो
करूँ।
तो कल आप पूछना इसी टॉपिक पे, ठीक है?
ओके, ओके जी, थैंक यू।
और मुझे आपका नाम नहीं समझ आया, आप एक बार चैट बॉक्स में लिखना।
हाँ हाँ, मेरा नाम सतिंदर है, SATINDER, सतिंदर।
सतिंदर, अच्छा अच्छा। क्योंकि मुझे याद नहीं है कि आपसे मेरी चैट में पहले कभी व्हाट्सएप पे बात हुई है या नहीं।
नहीं, मैंने रिसेंटली ज्वाइन किया है, मैंने कल से ही ज्वाइन किया है।
हाँ हाँ,
दिस इज द
अब
सेकंड।
व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में आई थिंक नहीं होंगे।
नहीं, मैंने व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप के थ्रू ही ज्वाइन किया अभी रिसेंटली।
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा, ओके।
हाँ, ये दूसरा है मेरा आपके साथ
अच्छा,
लेक्चर सुनना।
कल तो
हाँ
मैंने
जी।
देखा था बट नाम नहीं पता था।
ओके ओके, ठीक है।
हाँ
रिसेंटली
जी।
ज्वाइन किया, और मेरे को कैसे अपडेट कैसे कर सकती है अगर मेरे को कोई व्हाट्सएप के थ्रू कोई क्वेश्चन पूछना होगा तो?
आपने जो ग्रुप से ज्वाइन किया है ना, तो उसमें जिस नंबर से आपको आया है मैसेज, उस नंबर पे आप मैसेज करना,
ओके
वही मेरा नंबर है।
ओके जी, ओके ओके, थैंक यू।
है ना? आप व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में हो ना, आपको जो लिंक मिला होगा या नहीं भी मिला
हाँ
हो।
हाँ हाँ, उसी के थ्रू
हाँ,
नहीं
तो
मिला है मेरे को, उसी के थ्रू ज्वाइन किया है मैंने।
अच्छा अच्छा, हाँ तो आप उसी नंबर पे आप मुझे मैसेज करेंगे तो आप कनेक्ट कर पाएंगे मुझसे।
ओके ओके, ठीक है, थैंक यू।
थैंक यू। ओके, एनीवन हैव एनी क्वेश्चन? So is it clear today's lesson? Just hand your raise your hands.
यस,
Yeah, Priyanka Ben. Okay, clear है. Brother Andres, is it clear? You can write in chat box. Okay, if anyone have no question or doubt, then we will do one little exercise for mind by which we can feel what is the power of mind. Okay, thank you. Om Shanti.
ओम शांति।
Om Shanti. Place or sit in a straight position in a peace and healthy position. Lose your body. Just be relaxed. Take a deep breath. You can close your eyes if you wish. Just stable your mind and imagine with your intellect. Go to your childhood days. I have reached in my childhood. When I don't have any responsibilities and burdens. My life was so happy. How rest assured I was. Now I'm remembering that I got good marks in exams. Parents given me a new dress. By seeing this, I was very happy. I was showing it to everyone. Now I'm going to a picnic with my family. In forest, there is a greenery everywhere. Hear the birds' voice. By hearing this voice, my mind filled with bliss. Gradually, on moving ahead, I reached close to a waterfall. I'm seeing the falling water of waterfall. How cold the water is. I'm pouring its sun splatter to my eyes. feeling very much coldness. With this, my mind also become very cool. Now come where you are sitting for whole day. We will use the energy of our mind in every work for calmness, for bliss, for happiness. Thanks God. Om Shanti.